Happy Lunar New Year! How's your holiday so far? Hello everyone, welcome to Screen Scream on Viola. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about movies that I've been looking forward to during this New Year holiday, and I will also cover some animations that are worth watching. But due to all the busy reunions, I haven't watched the movies that I've been looking forward to, but I will find some time during this holiday. So let's check out what's the first new movie I'm looking forward to. Babylon, Hollywood, 1926. Nellie Leroy is trying to catch her first break as an actress. Manny Torres wants to do something in movies, anything, as he believes filmmaking is the ultimate profession. Sidney Palmer is an ambitious young trumpeter who's happy to go wherever the music takes him. Jack Conrad is Hollywood's #1 leading man. Their lives and careers are about to be intertwined in maelstrom of ambition, breakthroughs, disappointments, changing technology, and audience and decadence.
I'll do anything.
That's the cocksucker they sent to screw us!
This bitch is stealing the scene right from under me. She's icing her.
The first new movie we're going to talk about today is Babylon. I've been looking forward to it for a long time just because of Brad Pitt, but I haven't found a time to go watch it. But we can still talk about the movie itself. The director, Damien Chazelle, talked about this in many different interviews, about the process of him finding the three main characters. It was really important because all these characters were something he spent 10 years coming up with after all. The female protagonist, what we just heard, Nellie Leroy, was played by Margot Robbie. She decided she's going to play this role right after she finished reading the script. She told her agent that she must play this role. And actually, I think her agent was shocked because she's never acted like that before. Margot Robbie said that she really wants to play Nellie because she thinks Nellie experienced torture and trauma when she was little, and that was the most disastrous childhood she ever heard. So she really wanted to play this role. As for Manny Torres, the director wanted to look for a new face in the very beginning. So just like a lot of directors and casting, he picked the actor from looking at their profiles. As for Brad Pitt, the director thinks that he's one of the very few actors who still has the vibe of old movies. And if you still remember, he played in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, so you can tell his charisma. Besides hoping to demonstrate his characters lively on the big screen, the director also wants to code Hollywood in the 20s. At the time, Los Angeles as a city and the whole movie industry were changing from nothing to something. And the very beginning of Hollywood was actually much more diverse, much wilder, and much noisier, and much freer than most people know. The co-producer, Patrick Murphy, was responsible for finding some audio history, movie clips, rare interviews, and pictures that not many people know. So as a moviegoer, I really look forward to watching this movie, but I really need to find some time during the New Year. If you're not like me, you prefer some action movies, the next new movie is the choice for you. Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. Special Agent Orson Fortune and his team of operatives recruit one of Hollywood's biggest movie stars to help them on an undercover mission when the sale of a deadly new weapons technology threatens to disrupt the world order.
What's that? Power knob. You said it was clear.
I said the front was clear.
Front, back, right, wrong.
Wow, I haven't introduced two Hollywood movies for a long time, and one of them is even an action movie. It's not that I don't like action movies. I mean, all the Marvel movies are actions, but I just haven't introduced Hollywood blockbusters for a long time. So today's the time. Operation Fortune cost hundreds of millions of US dollars to film, and the crew went to many different countries for the scenes, including Turkey, Qatar, the country which held this World Cup. So you can see a lot of erotic scenes, handsome characters, a lot of car chasing, and fighting scenes. You might think about 007 and Mission Impossible series, so it's really an entertaining movie. After filming Operation Fortune, Jason Statham was captured by some media not long time ago. He brought his fiancée, Rosie Huntington, and their kids to one of the shooting scenes of this movie, Antalya in Turkey. This movie was directed by Aladdin's director Guy Ritchie, played by Jason Statham, Josh Hartnett, Hugh Grant. And as I mentioned, they went to Turkey and Qatar. When Guy Ritchie was interviewed, he revealed that, if you've noticed, there is a second title to the movie called Ruse de Guerre. I did check how to pronounce it, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't know French. So Ruse de Guerre actually came from French. Director Guy Ritchie said he doesn't know why, but only French try to use just one word to express this meaning, an unofficial war method. And this is exactly the theme of this movie. So he added Ruse de Guerre after the main title. And you can tell there's not only fighting scenes, action scenes in the movie, but also a blockbuster with a lot of twists in it, because it's a typical Guy Ritchie film. So if you're looking forward to something more exciting during this holiday, I recommend you to watch Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre. Before we move on to Top 007 and talk about animations, let's review what we had from last week first. Top 3, Someday or One Day. The top 2 last week was Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. And top 1, Avatar, Way of Water. Let's check out top 7 to top 6. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
They called him Cuckoo.
Lost in Forest. Top 5, A Man Called Otto.
You cannot use this road without a permit.
Have a nice day, sir.
Someday or One Day.
想见你，只想见你，未来过去。
Top 4, The First Slam Dunk.
俺たちならできる。
While there are 5 movies on this part of the chart this week, a little bit crowded, but there are 2 new faces on the chart, Lost in Forest, a Taiwanese movie, and A Man Called Otto, which hasn't been released in Taiwan yet. But I'd like to talk about The First Slam Dunk once again, because I went to watch it last weekend. You know, the director really wants the audience to feel the real feeling at a game. The movie tells a universal story, and the construction of the characters tells a touching and agreeable good story. Even people who don't even know what the high school is, who have never read the comic books like me, would feel touched. In order to let the audience feel like this is a real game, real basketball game, and the visual effects, including how the players jump, shoot, slam dunk, all the tactics, their offense and defense, hiding and dribbling, everything, every movement, in order to demonstrate those. This time, the first slam dunk used CG technology, and they even invited professional basketball players to shoot the whole game. and utilized motion capture technology to redemonstrate everything happened in the game. So I think even if you've never seen Slam Dunk like me, as long as you like basketball, I think you will enjoy the first Slam Dunk. And that's what I felt after I watched it. It's really good. My uncle and aunt were talking about that they want to watch this because this is an animation from their childhood. Well, not childhood, I think from their teenage years. But now let's listen to the other animation we're going to talk about today. Top 3. Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
I am Puss in Boots. Holy frijoles. You lied to me.
Top 2. Megan.
Welcome home.
You're my niece. I'm gonna do everything I can to make this place feel like home.
Just wish I could see them again.
Top 1. Avatar, The Way of Water.
If you want to live here, you have to ride.
Let's do it.
Alright, the new face on this part of the chart is Megan. But if you know me, you know that I wouldn't talk about a horror movie right after it's on the chart, unless I don't have anything else to talk about. So today, I'd like to talk about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish once again, because I found out that there are actually a lot of interesting things happened when they were shooting this movie. First of all, if you go watch Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, you will see some scenes in which Puss in Boots will meet wolves, and all the storyboards were drawn on post-it and garbage paper by the two directors. I don't know why, maybe they always think about things related to wolves when they are wandering around, not working, things like that. And the second is, as I mentioned a few weeks ago, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish talks about how Puss realized that he already lost 8 lives out of his 9 lives. So he's going to look for the star and make the last wish. And in order to demonstrate how Puss in Boots lost 8 lives, the crew totally came up with 65 different ways to die. I guess they're going to present it in montage, but I believe it's going to be very interesting. And something else is that there's a 13 people gang in the movie led by Jack Horner. Actually, I don't know who that is, but in order to distinguish all the 13 people while making the film, the two directors came up with names related to pastry or baking very seriously. I don't know if their names were presented in the movie, I guess not, but these will definitely help the crew while making the film. I don't know about you, but actually I enjoy reading all these fun facts of making movies. Sometimes you will realize that, oh, there are some hidden things that we didn't realize when we watched the movie, and it sometimes helps us understand the movie a little bit more. You can also call them trivias of the movie. So I think for moviegoers, learning trivias of movies is always fun. And that's the reason why I'm sharing this with you. And I hope I can share more movie trivias with you in the future, which you might not be able to find on the internet so easily. But that's all the time we have for today. Hope you like the show and enjoy the rest of your holiday. I'm Viola. See you next week.